It has a custom processor with 8 AMD Jaguar CPU cores and a next-gen Radeon GPU. It's based on the x86 architecture, which is fairly ubiquitous, but also means the PS4 isn't backwards compatible. That means you won't be able to play any PS3 games on this console. It has 8 gigs of memory, a 500GB hard drive, and a 6-speed Bluetooth or to see what your friends are doing. Of course, watching people play games is going to get a lot better when the actual games themselves get better. Most of the PS4's launch titles look great, more detailed and impressive than ever, but most of them just look better. There's not really much in the way of meaningful different gameplay here. A few games, like Need for Speed Rivals, even run into occasional frame rate issues. It looks great when it works well, but it doesn't always work well. And that's kind of worrisome given that this is the console that's supposed to have plenty of power left to spare for the next decade. Knack is one of the big exclusives for the PS4's launch, and the game's a lot of fun. It's not overwhelmingly impressive technically, but it's a fun, relentless game you can play for hours. Games like Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts don't feel that different than they did on the old consoles, and while Killzone Shadowfall is beautiful, it's really just a basic shooter. But it has longer, much more comfortable grips with better spaced concave analog sticks, more comfortable triggers on the back, and only a couple of awkward buttons in the middle. The DualShock 4 also has a light bar on the back, which the system can use to identify the controllers, along with a touchpad in the middle that works well for some things but won't exactly replace a mouse. There's even a speaker in the controller itself, plus a headphone jack.